Good morning, welcome to another beautiful video. I'm here in Temecula. I drove back to California again because I think I'm too excited about having a car that I just think I can go wherever I want, whenever I want. And it was raining today, so I figured I could just drive all the way down here just to see the rain. But Hunter's here, I just asked if he was working, so we're just gonna stop by, see what they have. I'm sure this is a blast to drive. I've seen these modded running Nürburgring, mobbing. They have a Guards Red 991 GT3, Python Green Ultra, oh my god. All I care about is the MSO HS. That's like almost gonna be $1 million car here soon. I'm sure they have sold these for over $1 million somewhere. I'm the biggest 675 LT fan, so you know this is like everything I want in my life. Okay, now I'm just basing this off the paint, but that could be a commemorative edition ACR, which just sold for like 400 grand. That's the other thing, the interior of the Vipers is low-key so good. Even the seats, carbon bucket, like they're so good. Guys, in this 2014 V8 manual, look at that shifter. Why did I not do that to my car? Look at the little splitter on this too. I've never seen a splitter on an R8. It looks kind of cool. Oh wait, this one has it too. Who owned these? Who put these? I've never seen one of these.
That one's got the little...
The fact that they all have them, that's so weird. I've never seen one in my life. Why didn't I know these things existed? This is so sick though. Obviously it's a race car, but there's literally just, it might as well be an empty apartment tour in there. This gives me like one of the new Porsche like concept cars they had that they're releasing soon looks kind of like this. Guys, stupid. I'll show you this from a distance, but I saw this car last time. This is one of my favorite cars here. If you have 200 grand and you buy a fucking half a G-Wagon, I'm gonna punch you in the face. Oh, I need it. We're gonna give you a little run through, okay? You got a 930 turbo, big money right now. 991.2 GT3, Ultraviolet GT3 RS, Python Green GT4. There's so many cool cars here today. Oh, look at that monster. Before we leave, I just wanna make it clear that the MSO HS is by far the coolest car here, but it's also probably the most expensive car here, so that does make sense. Look at West Coast's building. It goes all the way to that stoplight and then that way like a half mile. Ladies and gentlemen, this lady is dirty. This is what my car looks like close up. She is filthy and she's about to get her first car wash. I just want to kind of cap the cars that are here, okay? Just to give you a little quick tour. 4GT, 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 4GT. Pretty sure this is like 80% of 4GTs in America, but I could be wrong. If you miss this event and you own a 4GT, you suck. Make sure we get a shot of Cody for the vlog. I'm currently staring at, I'm gonna give you guys a quick guesstimate. It's gonna be kind of accurate. Probably 44 GTs. Not 44 GTs, 44 GTs. Wait, by the way, let's look at the street. Let's look at the street. It's stupid, but honestly, the only reason I'm here is to see two of two things. A, all the stripeless 4GTs because you gotta love them, and B, to find the cars that could technically be considered stripeless. We're gonna consider this guy stripeless because he's all black with like carbon stripes. Oh, never mind, they're not carbon stripes. We're not gonna consider him stripeless. Yeah, I don't really know how to walk you guys through. I just walk you through, point at every car and say, look, a 4GT, but I'll show you guys some of my favorite specs. We can walk around and they're probably all gonna be stripeless, so. Guys, I got overwhelmed with 4GTs, so I came to where I knew something very special was hiding. It's a 911R. Appreciate it, or you're sitting outside at my house today and I'm making everyone coffee and you're gonna watch them drink it.
It's a great spec.
Okay, good. Good. Just making sure. Just make it. Sorry, I took that a little far. Ford GT. 4G, no, I'm just kidding. There's a lot there everywhere. Okay. See, honestly, I need to show appreciation to the old gen because look how good that is. And manual. But just don't tell anyone, I would definitely get a new one, so. Everyone in the comments, you see the guy right here in the white shirt? I need you guys to guess what color his 4GT is. I was gonna ask you if he has one, but just don't even. Do you know what color it is?
I'm gonna say red.
Red? Before we leave, we're heading out right now. Look how beautiful. And then I also realized the car behind this one is stripeless and all black, so with carbon wheels. So that's all I need in my life is that right there and I'm good. Today's a day that I probably should have waited for, but I'm not because I'm impatient and because vroom, okay? Today we're switching the RS3 from 91 over to E85. Now, I have some updated numbers for you guys. Most of the numbers I've been spitting out have kind of just been out of my pounds. They were definitely based off of just a lot of the stuff that I've read and heard from people in the community, but now I have accurate, semi-accurate numbers since they are still off the top. Fueling on the RS3 makes a huge difference. As you guys had maybe seen before, I filmed a video with my buddy Anthony's Stage 1 E85 RS3. No downpipe, from what I recall, like literally almost no mods, maybe just an intake, maybe an intercooler, and he was running E85. Oh, he must have had injectors, maybe spark plugs, I don't know. Again, it was a weird setup for me to comprehend. I didn't know that his car, because when I drove it, it didn't feel as fast as my car now because, well, it wasn't my car, so I wasn't ripping it that hard. But I did launch it. When I launched it, it was insane. That's the only difference between his car and my car. The only reason I figured that was just a crazy launch was because it spun all four wheels and I'm running R888Rs, so mine doesn't spin at all. I found out Stage 185 makes more power than my car. Correct me if I'm wrong, I think Stage 185 makes around 580 crank, and I make around 520 crank. Maybe 560 crank for him, 520 crank for me. Long story short, it makes about 40 to 50 more horsepower than I do. I'm Stage 2 full bolt on, but I'm running on 91. I actually right now should be running around high 400 wheel. Now right now, when I convert to E85, I'm gonna be making an extra 100 horsepower. So I should be in the high 500 wheel, kind of like I've said. It should be making around 620 crank horsepower. It's gonna be insane. I'm running R888Rs on the road. It's gonna be gnarly. Ladies and gentlemen, we are here at the pump. Keep in mind, I don't have an ethanol sensor, so I'm kind of just shooting off the dome here. I'm exactly a quarter tank. My tank's 14.4, I believe, so I'm running at most 4.5 gallons of 91. I can run anywhere from 60 to 85, so we should be good. Hopefully this goes quick based off of my phone, but it should be a super small tune. Now, another problem I realize I'm gonna run into is because I don't have an ethanol sensor. If my tank's not completely empty, I need to make those adjustments based off of my assumed ethanol content from calculations, which isn't gonna be spot on. So if I wanna add E85 and 91 to dilute the 85 that I'm adding, I also need to figure out that calculation and an average between where my other reading should be. Does that make sense? Like, it's gonna be complicated. If I'm gonna wanna put 85 back in my car, I'm gonna have to kind of either empty my tank almost completely and then just do the same thing I'm doing now, or do some quick maths. Everything has gone well. I put in 10.5 gallons, which means the remainder should theoretically be 4 gallons. It sounded kind of quiet. I had driven around for approximately 15 minutes without ripping it one time because you are supposed to let the tune kind of figure out everything that's changed. Typically how it is with most regular tunes anyway, not just fuel. It feels crazy, but I haven't even touched the power band yet. I can just tell from like pedal modulation, like throttle response, it's definitely packing a lot more and I can hear a little more turbo spool. That's it, but that's all I've really realized. I have not done one even half decent pull yet. I'm gonna pull up to Cody's work right now just because I want to go drive, so I'll drive down Scottsdale Boulevard. We're gonna get my first pull reactions here. We should be making a whole nother 100 horsepower. Now, debatable, because with my ethanol calculations, I should be sitting at around E70. The torque is the big thing I already notice. I can feel more torque, like more down low. Like even if I can feel the car wants to go. And another weird thing, the power delivery feels more linear. And again, maybe I'm just an idiot for not having thought that prior, or maybe I'm an idiot for thinking that now. But that's how it feels. I would have thought the more power you run through a car, just the more sketchy / antsy it feels. It already feels pretty fast. Oh, and again, none of these are actual pulls. Like, this is just me playing around. This setup is about as quick as a HURACAN PERFORMANTE from what I've seen. It was running quicker street quarter-mile times than a HURACAN PERFORMANTE. Even right there, just the response is insane. I want to get to a light where I can just hit it from a get-go and not go crazy fast. It squats. That's a big thing I noticed the difference. It squats a lot more. I think it's time to do our first pull. We're coming up to our first light. Here we go. That's faster than most exotic cars I've driven. It is actually an entirely new monster. It barely even squatted before. I didn't even know there was that much squat in my suspension, but it sits and it holds that. And again, that was still first, second, and I like pieced out half through second, and that probably wasn't even pedal to the metal. Why? Because I'm a bitch, that's why. Okay. I also just realized I've had traction on, which could be limiting power. It's limiting power. Holy shit. Guys, look, we have Noah.
What's up, guys?
You're the wrong person to be bringing in a fast car. It'll impress you that we're in a little baby Jetta.
Let's go next year. That's crazy.
Someone brought me a fun little gift to see. You guys know I love anything British with the color green. Hello, amigo.
Hey, man.
This thing's cool. I used to want an F-Type, any F-Type when I was a kid so bad. And now you can pick an R up for like, I've seen some high mileage Rs go for literally sub 40K. Ladies and gentlemen, that is gonna wrap up today's vlog. I just looked through the footage. I did not know this vlog was that long. That was across like 2 weeks because we were backed up on content, so I had content to post. So while I was posting that content, I was filming this vlog while I was consistently uploading, and then now it's really long. So I hope you guys enjoyed that video. I don't care if you guys subscribe to the channel, but what I do care about is if you turn the notifications on so you know when I upload. I'll see you guys in the next video. I will have an upload schedule for you guys officially very soon.